right? For those of y'all that aren't familiar with Joe Budden is he's the one hit wonder from New Jersey that made the song back in the day where he had on the B-Boy Stance hoodie. Yeah, Joe Budden is the originator of the B-Boy Stance hoodies. If for those of you that don't know, so Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry, and we're sick of Joe Budden, right? Joe Budden, we sick of you. Tyler Perry, you know what I'm saying? We already know what team he played for. You need to go on and come out, nigga. We already know what team Tyler Perry played for. Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry, and we're sick of Joe Budden. So I guess that kind of just cancels each other out, right? We sick of you, bro. Okay, okay. For the 100 of you that are in the building right now, hit the like button. You heard? Let's get it to 100 likes. But y'all see the title: Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry. Why? Are you mad that you never got invited to the Tyler Perry freak-offs? Are you mad that Tyler Perry won't offer you a role in his play and offer you a house on Tyler Perry Studios like he did Derek Dixon, who also is not a victim, and we sick of him too? We sick of y'all. Joe Budden, you have no room to talk, bro. You got no room to be sick of nobody. I remember when Remy manly ass was over your house, right? When she was over your house and y'all was getting ready to go out and everything, she was in the kitchen like just looking at all the bags you got on the table, all these different little knockoff designer bags that he got, all these different purses, and she was like, "Damn, Joe, you got more purses than me." And he's like, "Yeah, da, da, da. It's a satchel. It's a satchel. It's a purse, bro. It's a purse." A lot of these dudes that try to like they want to normalize every damn thing. I be getting tired of it. It's not normal, son. It's not normal. Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry, and Joe Budden, we sick of you. Okay, okay, we sick of your man bags. We sick of your zesty ass personality. We sick of you sitting there making it seem like your hip hop is better than the hip hop of today. Mind you, the era was better than the hip hop of today, but not pump it up, nigga. Nigga, I could name 1,000 songs since pump it up came out. That's way that's way better, bruh. You got some people that their classics is getting played in bars and clubs and movies on different soundtracks of TV shows to this day. Nobody asks Joe Budden permission. Hey, Joe Budden, can we put pump it up on the soundtrack for this new movie we got coming up? Nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cares about your satchel. You act like, bro, you don't even ride horses, nigga. You just walking around with a purse. They try to relate themselves to like the cowboys back in the day when they be riding a horse and they got the satchel bag, or the bounty hunters when they come on the horse and they got all the list of wanted posters in they satchels or whatever. It was zesty back then too. But they try to take credit and be like, yo, we the originators. We're the originators of purses. Shut up. Shut up. You sick of Tyler Perry and we're sick of you, Joe Budden. And this is a Jersey native, you feel me? I'm from Jersey. We don't claim Joe Budden. You feel me? Like Joe Budden, he like to disrespect the YNs and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, like he's so mature and so much better. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, then you got ran down on by something. You got ran down on by the YNs that was looking crazy. Looking crazy on camera. You feel me? Running off. You know, they ran in your crib, nigga. And they probably took the purses. Well, for those of y'all that are just tuning in, shout out to Janelle Rivera. For those of y'all that are just tuning in, we're talking about Joe Budden. Before we get into the main topic, we're talking about Joe Budden and how he's jealous of Christian Keys and Derek Dixon or whatnot, and how he wants a piece of the $260 million lawsuit against Tyler Perry. So now he's coming out and saying how sick of Tyler Perry he is, right? He's so sick of Tyler Perry all of a fucking sudden. All of a fucking sudden. Like Joe Budden, if y'all don't realize, like Joe Budden is just like, he's one of the biggest haters in hip hop. You feel me? Like Joe Budden, what's good? What's good? Salute to you. Hit the subscribe button. You feel me? We talk about topics like this daily. Just breaking them down, giving different perspectives on it. Because Joe Budden, he's just a hater. He's just a hater. He's one of those dudes that he gets all dressed up and shit like that with his purse, his man bag. And then y'all remember when Remy Ma was at his house and she asked him about all them purses and stuff he just got laying around. And she like, Joe, like why you got all these damn purses for? What do you even have in them? Then she started, she started G-checking him. She just started running his shit. She was going through the purses, seeing what he had. And ladies, y'all know, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of times y'all carry like the scented lotions in y'all bag and like all types of other personal defects or whatnot. But like Joe Budden, he got like his body mist in his bag, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the little small ones that come in a can that the ladies wear and they bring around. He got like his lip balm, stuff like that in his bag or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just raiding it. Remy Ma was going through it. She was going through the bag, pulling out all the content. He got this girly stuff. He got like um, the eye patches that you put under your eyes, bags. He got all that stuff. Makeup kit, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And razors to keep his head shaved and shiny. You feel me? But you over here talking about you sick of Tyler Perry. Nigga, we sick of you. We sick of you. We sick of hearing that stupid, zesty personality. I still remember when y'all was trying to do the show, what was it? Everyday Struggle? Something like that. With him and DJ Ack. And like, you know what I'm saying, the most entertaining thing about the show was when they would get into it, because they was two different people and had way different perspectives on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, DJ Ack is the same dude. Nah, salute to you, Asante. This isn't a bashing session where we're bashing Tyler Perry. This is us talking about how Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry and we're sick of Joe Budden. You feel me? We sick of that nigga. But DJ Ack and Joe Budden, they had the show. It was called like Everyday Struggle or something like that. Some shit like that or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They would go back and forth every day. And like DJ Ack, he was supposed to be like the young voice of hip hop, which even to this day or whatnot, DJ Ack is none of that. He don't represent what we feel, what we like, or nothing like that. They just got some weird plant Jamaican dude or whatever, chubby nigga, no swag. You know what I'm saying? Looking all crazy, wearing all these weird hats and shit. Like, bro, the nigga to this day, like, he still can't dress. You know what I'm saying? Still can't dress. Be out there looking like silly and shit. I remember when Migos. this was when what's his name? Takeoff was still alive. Remember when Migos was about to turn up on him because he be asks all types of crazy questions, thinking it's not gonna be no backlash. This is also the dude responsible for hundreds of deaths in Chicago, DJ Ack. Somebody that Joe Budden corny ass attached his name to, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? DJ Ack is also a Satchel purse wearer. You feel me? These are the type of dudes or whatever. But he's supposed to be the voice of hip hop, right? Salute to Ari Lee Ray. Appreciate you. I know my moderators, they be in the chat working hard as fuck, man. Salute to them. Big ups to them, man. They be having to come in the chat. As soon as they come in, they got to shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? It don't even be 2 minutes. They already got to shoot somebody. I be feeling bad sometimes. Sometimes I get in there and help them out. Like right now, let's see. Okay, y'all not doing too much. All right. We good right now. Hey, put the guns down, Ari. Put the guns down. Nah, but right now we talking about how Joe Budden is so sick of Tyler Perry, right? He's so sick of Tyler Perry. Nigga, we sick of you. We sick of you. We sick of DJ Ack. We sick of all the people in Chicago that DJ Ack is responsible for getting deleted with his War in Chicago series, where he's exposing all this street shit or whatnot and making people beef with each other and shit like that. And then, like, you're supposed to be the voice of the young people or whatever, like the people of, like, you know what I'm saying, our generation, like the middle, like 30s and stuff like that. But look at look at over the years the people that DJ Ack tries to big up. Salute, man. I appreciate you. But look at the people he tries to big up, the people that he tries to make stars or whatnot. Like, mind you, Lil Yachty, he's a dude now. You know what I'm saying? You be seeing Lil Yachty with the weird contacts and shit. He dark as fuck. He black as the midnight sky. But he be over there with like baby blue, like ocean blue, Billie Eilish type contacts or whatever. You feel me? Like, come on, son. Come on. Colorful dreads. You know what I'm saying? Be coloring locks and stuff like that. This is the dude that DJ Act tried to tell us was the GOAT. Along with Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rat. You know what I'm saying? The rat. He tried to convince us that these was like the pillars of hip hop current day. And these is the movers, the movers. You feel me? And mind you, all of these dudes that we mentioning are just like Joe Budden, purse wearers that call them satchels, and they try to relate it to back in the day, like when you was in the Wild Wild West, and you see like the dudes like giddying up on the horse, they giddying up, and you got the satchel swinging, you know what I'm saying, hitting the horse thigh and all that. You feel me? That's what they try to relate themselves to. But y'all not no damn cowboys. Y'all don't even be on no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all is regular metrosexual feminine ass niggas. Feminine ass niggas that walk around with purses hanging from your side, with body mist, lip balm, and those little eye patches that Joe Budden put under his eyes to remove the bags. But what brings us here again is because we got to discuss something pertinent going on in the community. So Christian Keys. He has a TV show called All the Queen's Men. I need y'all to hit the like button. There's no way it's 1,000 people in the building and we only got 2 likes. Stop playing with me, son. Stop fucking playing with me. You heard? Stop playing with me. Anyway, double tap the screen. Don't do like this because it's going to get you up out of here. Don't do like this because it's going to get you up out of here. All you got to do is double tap. You heard? But back to what we talking about. So Christian Keys. So he has the TV show called All the Queen's Men. It's not a bad show. I never watched it. You feel me? But looking at the previews, the trailers, it do look decent. You feel me? It looked decent. That was part of the deal that he worked out with Tyler Perry. That's mainly the reason why he never came out or whatnot and exposed Tyler Perry for being a deviant predator that he is or whatnot. Joe Budden, we don't care that you don't like Tyler Perry because we don't really fuck with you either. But listen, so Tyler Perry, in exchange for Christian Keys' silence, this is alleged, you feel me? But look what happened. You feel me? Like Christian Keys got his own TV show now. The same thing that Derek Dixon is saying in his lawsuit that he was promised, right? Right. Derek Dixon was promised TV show. Tyler Perry told him, the new TV show I got coming out. Tyler Perry presents the Oval. So we're gonna put you in the Oval and don't worry. You're gonna be a star. We already broke down yesterday how before Derek Dixon and Tyler Perry linked up, Derek Dixon was a sock model or whatnot. Like when you purchase a packet of Hanes with the gray patch on the toes, that was Derek Dixon's foot on the packaging. You feel me? That was what he was doing prior to that. They told him Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom told him the same thing. They said, listen, we're going to make you a star. Everywhere you go in the world, everybody's going to recognize your feet. soon as you throw some slides on, they're going to be like, yo, that's the foot from the package. Salute. But, hey, moi. Yeah, pause. You know what I'm saying? Hey, moi. So we've already been talking about the Diddy situation or whatnot. You know, Monday morning, tomorrow, we're going to be right back bright and early to discuss what's going on, the happenings with the case, because now it's the ball is in the jury's court. The ball is in the court of the jury to deliberate and to make a decision. We did a poll on the channel. We'll get back to the title of this stream in a minute. But we did a poll on the channel, and it's interesting the results that are coming in reference to will Diddy walk away a free man, right? So at first I thought the poll was going to be extremely one-sided. Extremely one-sided. But the great thing about YouTube is you can vote anonymously. Salute to the people that drop down in the comments below and they drop their own personal feelings, and they also said why or whatnot. Whether they said yes or no, they also shared why. And no matter what side of the fence you stand on, as far as you believing that he should walk free or shouldn't, I appreciate y'all voicing your concerns or whatnot. Because on both sides, they make valid points. They make very valid points. But for a long time, right now we're sitting at about 430 votes or 420 votes. But right now, as far as the results from the poll, it's saying that the majority of y'all, about 53 to 55%, believe that Diddy is gonna walk away a free man. Y'all believe that like all these charges that was put on Diddy is just gonna magically just like poof and disappear. Let's talk about both sides of the fence and how people feel. So on the side of the fence that feels like Diddy should walk free, a lot of them are saying like Diddy is just a freaky nigga or whatever. It's not a crime to be a freaky nigga. And that's true. They also mentioned how like 1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall is not a crime either. And that's true. You feel me? That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird that you got a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? You got a slippery room pretty much. You feel me? I'm pretty sure like it's oil all over the floors and shit like that. And I mean, a lot of y'all are just Diddy glazes. I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of y'all are just Diddy glazes. You feel me? And we just gonna be real about it. A lot of y'all are just Diddy glazes that y'all want y'all bottles of baby oil signed by Diddy. Want to get an autographed bottle of John from the diddler himself, right? Just be real with yourself. I'm saying, because a lot of y'all not really making too much sense when you try to argue your point as to why he should walk away a free man or whatnot, because we're always open for debate. I'm always up for a good debate, but it has to make sense. For those of you that are saying that, like, listen, like the victims or whatnot that came and made testimony, they didn't really have too much grounds to stand on because a lot of their stories, the defense was poking holes in them. Like, it does look extremely bad when you got people that are taking a stand, and then when they do the research and they look into the civil courts, they see that you also got a civil case against the same dude for $1 million something or a few $1,000,000 or whatnot. Now it kind of looks like you have an ulterior motive. But even still, that doesn't take all merit away from the story, whether or not it's true. But moving forward, so some people feel like that the witnesses aren't as credible, you feel me, as they would need to be to get a guilty verdict or whatnot. And I mean, they're not wrong, because some of these witnesses, like one of the witnesses that was detailing an event that they witnessed with Diddy threatening Cassie's life or whatnot, and just reliving some of these stories. When they actually looked into like the story, they wound up poking a hole in it and saying that Diddy wasn't even around during the dates and times that she was mentioned, okay? So that was a devastating blow, for a lack of better words. That was a devastating blow. And then also, for another witness, they wound up looking deep into the files, and they found out that they're like, yo, you up here saying all this and that about Diddy, and you're a victim, and you done seen this and seen that. But isn't the house that you're living in, isn't that a house that he's paying for to this day? I ain't gonna hold you, yo. When they uncovered that piece of information, I say, damn, they got her. She was making a whole lot of sense. She was an asset, and then she wasn't. You feel me? So on that side of the fence of people that saying Diddy will walk away free, I can understand those points. Those are valid points that you're making or whatnot. Now, when we look on the other side, also let's not forget to mention or whatnot the attempted arson, the attempted kidnapping being dropped or whatnot. Those also semi work to his favor. Okay? They semi work to his favor. However, when you think about it though, like they still have the drugs. Shout out to the pink cocaine. They still have the guns. You feel me? One thing that I be trying to get y'all to understand about the feds is not like your regular state court. You feel me? The state will come and pick you up or whatnot, like in the commission of a crime, or like, you know what I'm saying, like if they have the suspicion that you've committed a crime, they'll lock you up and they'll build a case while they have you incarcerated. So sometimes you might be sitting there for years. You feel me? They'll offer you plea deals just hoping they don't even have to go to trial, so they don't have to prove nothing. Because if you take a plea deal, that's an admission of guilt. But with the feds are a lot more careful. You feel me? The feds is a lot more careful. It's like Solomon, salute to you. What you rolling in, my guy? We in a Jeep. We in a Jeep. But the feds is a lot more careful and meticulous when it comes to their cases. When the feds pick you up, 9 times out of 10, they've been watching you for months. You've been under extremes. Sit there and be playing around and trying to fumble and make a case at the last minute like the state. So when the feds move in, red-handed. You feel me? Then it's up to the attorneys or whatnot, the prosecution, take the evidence that they got and paint a better picture than the defense. Which, when you spend $10 million on a defense, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, Diddy's been getting his $10 million worth. Like, we was discussing the closing arguments on Friday, how around that room, I mean, real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's always something that'll make the prosecution wary. You know what I'm saying? It'll make the victims wary and making it seem like it wasn't what it was or whatnot. So there or whatnot, and they do that because it's a tactic. They got to see which jurors they got to worry about, which ones they got to possibly pander to, you know. Jeanette Rivera says, I hope he pays for what he did to many. He thought he had power, but it was all his money and that had power. That's all. He's a nasty human being. Sorry to say, but it's facts. Nah, salute to you. Salute to you. And that's the voice of many. You feel me? Many people believe that he should be punished to the full extent of the law. A lot of people believe that. So don't feel bad for what you say. Stand on it. Your T-Rex says, the beast will pardon him so that Diddy can continue the devil's work. Now, see, that's an interesting perspective, you know, because, I mean, Diddy is a man of the dark arts. These people, they practice magic together. You feel me? You never know, like, the type of occultic behaviors, like the judge might be in on this occult, you know? The prosecution might be in on this occult and work out deals behind the scenes with the defense. So you just never know. Oh, salute Samson. I appreciate you letting me know that. I'm over here taking a little break. Let me move over to another side where I got better reception. Nah, salute to the people though. Let's go ahead and hit that like button while we reconfigure, reset up, and get right. Yeah, hit that like button. Let me see what the reception. Okay, we should be good right here. Yeah, nah, but there's valid points to be made on both sides. You feel me? That's pretty much what I'm saying. So whether you believe that he'll walk away a free man or whether you believe that he'll be punished to the full extent of the law, right now we're waiting until Monday, which we're hours away from finding that out. We're hours away. Salute. I appreciate that, brother. But back to the title of this stream. You heard? Let's get right back into it. You feel me? Because Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry. Nigga, we sick of you. We sick of you. The fuck? All them satchels and shit. With all that body mist and perfume. Joe Budden got like the perfume bottles like back in the day that the old white ladies used to have with the pump. That was the inspiration for pump it up. When he sprayed the perfume on his neck, that shit just came to his mind. He over there spraying, he like pump it up. He like, it makes sense. That was how Joe Budden came up with the hit. Because that's the type of shit he be killing. Like, come on, bro. And I be wondering that too. Like when I be seeing these dudes walk around with these purses, mind you got some of these YNs or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, the only thing in their purse is a gun. They got their hammer in their purse. But that's not Joe Budden. Joe Budden got lip balm. He got the old school, old white woman, the bottle that's shaped like a triangle or whatever, and he got the pump. That's how he sprayed on. And that, but the reason he's saying he's sick of Tyler Perry or whatnot is more so because Tyler Perry hasn't fully come out the closet or whatnot. But neither have you, though. Neither have you. You know what I'm saying? But when we get back into the victims behind, like, you know what I'm saying, these sexual allegations, Christian Keys or whatever, and Derek Dixon, the thing that they have in common, like we talked about before, is that they were both made promises. Christian Keys has a TV show called All the Queen's Men, you know? But guess what? The TV show is co-produced by Tyler Perry. So it's not technically fully owned by Christian Keys. So yeah, he was given the same offer as Derek Dixon. Derek Dixon was promised his own show, and Tyler Perry said, look, we're going to start you off on the Oval. And Derek Dixon was under the impression that he was going to be the president. He thought he was going to be the president, and then come to find out when he got the script, he was just the store clerk at the store that's downtown DC or whatever. So he was already pissed about that. But Tyler Perry said, yo, just chill, son. I'm going to pay you the same thing they pay the comedians at Wildin' Out. You're going to get you 10K. Get you 10K an episode. Just chill. Just fall back. I got you, son. And meanwhile, like he sent him all this flirtation stuff. Every time he get drunk, KM said he thinks somebody tapping his phone. It depends on what you got going on, my nigga. You feel me? Like if you trying to be out there slinging dope, you feel me? Deleting people, they might have your phone tapped. The feds play different. They'll witness you delete somebody and won't even make a move. You feel me? The state gonna automatically move in. The feds will witness you doing these dope transactions. You feel me? And build a case. Because the feds don't want the small time. They trying to get you on some big shit. You feel me? They don't want to get you for a single transaction. They want to get you for a pattern over time. They want to get you for a string of deletions, not just a single one. You feel me? They want to make sure that when their case is solid, now mind you, I'm not saying like all cases are the same or whatever. Not all of them is just going to sit there and watch you delete somebody, but some of them will. Especially if they know like this is a means to a greater end. Yeah, I mean, look at the cases. They be going undercover. All that. They might be in your circle right now, KM. You got to be careful, bro. And to be real, a lot of that stuff ain't even worth it. Hit the like button. We getting into some real talk. A lot of that stuff ain't even worth it, bro. You playing around in the streets, you only promise one or two things. Yeah, you'll get your money in the meantime, but eventually you're going to have to either go to jail, go to prison, or you might die. You know what I'm saying? And the Bible talks about, like, be not thou overly wicked nor foolish. Why should thou die before they time? I hate when I'm sitting in a funeral or something like that for a young person, and then you hear the preacher up there capping and saying, like, well, you know, everybody has their time, and he was called home. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was out there doing some dumbass shit. And God didn't call him home at 14 or 16 or even 20. Sometimes it just happened like that. Sometimes somebody might get a terminal illness. You feel me? And that might put them down. That's different. But when it's stuff you control, you feel me? Don't be overly wicked nor foolish. I shit in the streets or whatever, but we done put that shit behind us. Because now we grown and we got families. You feel me? You know, a lot of y'all don't even know, like y'all want to be gangster and tough so bad, but do you know when you behind that wall and you can't take care of your family the way you would like to, and your kids is missing you? Don't you know the first year I was locked up, every time first year, he couldn't talk to me without crying? Ready for that, you know what I'm saying? You need to just stop while you at it. That shit hurts. Imagine you being shackled, your feet shackled, your hands shackled, and you going to make a phone call, or you going, like, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you got video visits that you can do, where you can set up a video visit and your people can pay for that. Imagine you going on a video visit and the whole visit, your people is just crying. They can't even get a word out. Imagine how you feel walking away shackled up, walking back to your cell that's like an 8x8 cell. You feel me? Imagine how that's why it don't even be worth it. Nah, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed at all because I did what I did. I paid my debt to society, and now we talking about Diddy. Now we talking about Diddy. That's why I say, like, whether you believe he should be free, whether you believe he should be locked up, I can understand both sides. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the same way, like, I'm saying, like Diddy has daughters and sons, and they're emotional in the courtroom, and the daughters are seen in videos crying on the federal court steps. You got to also take into consideration that those victims that are getting up there and testifying, Cassie getting dragged down the hallway of the Intercontinental Hotel, she's somebody's daughter too. You feel me? That shit not just one-sided. She's somebody's daughter too. She's somebody's sister too. Somebody's friend too. You feel me? It don't just end right there. Yeah, I mean, when you do crime, you do the fucking time and you move on. Orange thinks so everybody look at this guy right here. So we got Orange is the new black over here in the chat, right? So Orange and the new black is saying that if you've ever committed a crime, you should be ashamed of yourself and you should not speak on these issues. I think it's quite the contrary. I think if you've ever did a crime and you've actually served time and paid your debt to society, I think that you actually have a great perspective to add to these situations. But salute the Orange is the new black on his way out. You heard? He's about to get shot. You feel me? For speaking on shit he don't even fucking know about. And just like that, he's gone. Fucking loser. SMD. You heard? Shout out to Brenda. Salute to you. Cassie's mom cried for her too. And that's the thing, Brenda. And would it not be fair? You feel me? Because we feel bad for the twins and his other daughter. We feel bad that they gotta imagine them sitting there and listening to all this stuff about their father. You feel me? This is the dude that they've been looking up to their whole life. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to sit there and have the prosecution demonize their father, who in their eyes is their hero. You feel me? That's their hero. But we also got to take into consideration that in the eyes of Cassie's mom, her friends, her family, she's their hero. She's somebody that made it out and able to help their family. She's their family. That's why people like Orange is the new black in the chat will never understand the type of topics we discuss. Yeah, he did. He did. And the crazy thing is, a lot of us do. A lot of us do. And eventually it catches up to you. Because guess what? Like when you live in a double life and your two worlds start to blend, now that's when shit gets out of control. Things start to spiral. Now the people on this side of your world are learning about the people on this side of your world, and now everything that you knew to be reality is getting shattered. Now the kids that didn't know exactly the depths of the people that you hurt, now like their feelings are hurt because they don't want to look at their dad in that type of light. They don't want to see their dad as a monster. Yeah. It's crazy as hell. But Joe Budden, the same way you sick of Tyler Perry, nigga, we sick of you. But Tyler Perry, you are going to have to address these things. Whether it's in the form of a monetary payment and you just pay these dudes off. I mean, just like Christian Keys with all the Queensmen, I'll know exactly what happened. And for those of y'all that don't know, Christian Keys' TV show that he got, All the Queensmen, is on BET, right? So BET is doing a spinoff of the show. And guess what character they're not trying to include in the spinoff? Christian fucking Keys. And it's his damn show. But Christian Keys came out a year ago making allegations about SA on Tyler Perry, who is also the producer of All the Queensmen. You think Tyler Perry forgot? You think just because you tried to come in the last minute and take his name off that paperwork or take his name off those allegations that he forgot? Nah, he ain't forget. He ain't forget. He gave you a little time for things to die down or whatnot, but now he got bigger fish to fry. He got somebody that, because, I mean, if you listen to Christian Keys was working with Tyler Perry for over a decade, yo. Like, so, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that seen, like, the Tyler Perry plays, stuff like What's Done in the Dark or whatever, Christian Keys was in that. And that was mad long ago. That was like the early 2000s or whatever. So he's been dealing with the essay for all these years, like all the way dating back to then. You feel me? So for you to be dealing with that all the way, like all these tens of years ago, bro, you to come out now is wild. And then he even said himself, like he knows the statute of limitations is up. He knows. But, you know what I'm saying, he pulls out this freaking, I don't have a pen right now, but he pulls out this ballpoint pen that's a recorder in disguise that he said he got like 6 to 8 hours mad recordings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mad recordings of Tyler Perry telling him he want him to strip for 100K or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's all there. I'm sure it's all there. But guess what? He'll never leak the footage. He'll never mention Tyler Perry's name until he runs low on money again. Then he'll make that threat again. He'll make the threat. I wouldn't be surprised if he make the threat about him not being on the spinoff. Because, you know, said that be their dream, bro. They dream and acting or whatever. They come, they get with Tyler Perry. They take on one of the, they was friends, but it was his boss. His boss used to come over the house. His wife treat him like shit. The dude in the play, she used to treat him like shit or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be like, damn, I just got off work. I'm hungry. And his wife be like, so it's food in there. What am I supposed to do about this? That's what type of time she be on. But guess what? When his boss come around, she be all extra friendly, nice to him and shit like that. But she be being mad mean to Christian Keys. Art imitates reality. You feel me? Probably because Christian Keys is soft as fuck. But she be mad nice to Christian Keys' boss. So it was done in the dark. Like the pretty much the climax is at the end when he finds out like the whole time his boss at the jail is banging his wife. You feel me? And then that's when it all makes sense to him then. You feel me? What you think of Fat Joe case? Shout out Mo123. We already know what Fat Joe got going on. We gotta make time to break down the paperwork though, and that's coming. It's probably gonna be Monday or Tuesday. We're gonna break down the paperwork on Fat Joe's case because if we date back to lyrics, because I've been seeing lyrics from his songs where he details situations where he's messing around with underage girls and stuff like that, and talking about seducing them. You know what I'm saying? I don't put nothing past none of these industry dudes because once they get around each other and they start being like imagine you a new person in the industry. It's not going to be long. Like once you start reaching a level of notoriety and fame, it's not going to be long before like you start getting approached with these different, even if they don't invite you in, like you feel me? Even if they don't invite you into exactly what they're doing, you're going to start peeping. You're going to start noticing things that's just out of pocket or whatever. They're not going to let you into everything they do, but you know what I'm saying? There's no way that you can like 24/7 hide, you know what I'm saying, all the debauchery. You know what I'm saying? They can't hide it all the fucking time. So eventually, something's going to leak out of their personal life. You're going to see it, and they're going, you know what I'm saying, probably try to check your temperature and see what type of time you on. And probably, you know what I'm saying, if they see that you green and you cool with it, then that's when they invite you in, and then you see this world of nonsense and foolery. And these dudes that's messing with underage women. You feel me? And these dudes that's partaking in the dark arts and all that. You feel me? That's when, like, once you tap into that side and they fully bring you over, now the veil has been completely removed. Fat Joe knows about all that stuff, man. He partook in it. These people not just making that stuff up, bro. Mind you, you do got people that, you know what I'm saying, it's a money grab. They just trying to stick up a celebrity. But Fat Joe ain't even no relevant celebrity, bro. I can see if Fat Joe's like Michael B. Jordan, right? You know what I'm saying? A actor that's in his prime at the top of his career. You feel me? Fat Joe's not like that. Bro, I got customers right now, clients, that I asked if they knew who Remy Ma, Fat Joe, or Terror Squad was. And these are Gen Zers, okay? This was just a social experiment I was doing just to see if some of the people that we watched and listened to when we was growing up, if they're relevant enough for the Gen Z people to know who they are. And out of about 7 or 8 people, most of them said they don't know. Like, I think it was one person. When I played a Remy Ma song, I played Conceited. They heard the song. But the majority of these Gen Zers, they don't know who these people are. They never heard of Remy Ma. They never heard of Terror Squad or Fat Joe. They never heard of Lean Back. Lean Back. They never listened to that. You feel me? So with you not being like prominent in today's time, it just makes me think like, why the hell would these people just be coming out of nowhere making allegations on you? You feel me? They could make allegations on anybody. They could jump on the Diddy train or whatever and make an allegation on Diddy. But nah, they choosing to come out on Fat Joe. Don't you think that's oddly specific? Why they not trying to go after the celebrity that got more money than him? Why would they go after Fat Joe? That's the type of thing you got to think about. Like that'd be like somebody coming out of nowhere saying Carlton Banks or Kel from Keenan and Kel. You feel me? That'd be like somebody coming out right now and making allegations on them. Is you gonna think like, oh nah, it's a stick up, or is you gonna look into it like seriously, like yo, like this nigga isn't even like active, like you know what I'm saying? He's an inactive comedian. Why would somebody just come out of nowhere and they want to put a case on him? That's the type of thinking I go into when some people get called out. Like if somebody call out somebody like let's say they call out Moneybag Yo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody you got to think, okay, he's relevant right now. You feel me? He's got a lot going on, so we got to dive a little deeper into the case or whatever and look at the facts and try to. But even them, I don't put it past them. But when you start bringing up celebrities that used to be celebrities, but they really has-beens now, it's like, come on, son, stop playing, bro. You got to take it serious. You got to take it serious. For those of y'all that are just getting in here, hit the like button so we can get into why Joe Budden is sick of Tyler Perry and why we hit the like button. Salute to the 100 of y'all in the building. You heard? The 100 people in the building. Let's run them likes up. Hit the subscribe button while you're here. We break down topics like this every single day. Every single day. Shout out my girl Tisa Tells. Tisa be giving up the information raw and uncut. You heard? Tisa be at that courthouse every day. She be camped out. Salute to Tisha, man. The makeup never start running. It be 110 degrees out there in York, and Tisa Tells is out there giving us the step-by-step updates. Shout out to her and all the other people that's been at the courthouse, man. Keeping us up to date. Salute to the people you heard. Tyler Perry, he's a predator, bro. But we've been knowing that. We've been knowing that. These things don't be secrets. You feel me? If you pay attention to what's going on, you've been peeping the shit the whole time. Like I said the other day, it's like a gay person that you already knew was gay by their mannerisms. When they come out the closet, it'd be like, bro, okay, I'm glad you figured it out. We've been new. Salute to the people, man. We're going to be back later on. We're going to be back later on to discuss why Christian Combs, is dissing us right now. Why he's watching our videos, why he's listening to the chat and watching and dissing us, talking about all we do is follow him and his bitch. Okay? We're going to be getting right into that later. For now, salute to the people. Ruga popping. There's nothing you could do about it. Let's go.